All right, hello. We are going to start learning this week about how to tell time. So I want you to think of something that we have during the day that you know what time it is. Something that I'm thinking of is lunch. We always go to lunch at around 11:30. So we know that we look at the clock that's on the wall to tell us what time it is, and it helps us to know where to go. One type of clock, and this is the clock that we have in our classroom, it looks like this. And you can see that there are numbers 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then it goes back to 12. So the circle part is called the face of the clock, and then we have the numbers. And then there are two hands. And on my clock, they're both green. I'm going to show you a trick to do for your paper. So the longer hand is called the minute hand, and the shorter hand is called the hour hand. So I have my minute hand on 12, which when it's on 12, it's going to just say o'clock. That's what we're going to say, o'clock. And my hour hand is on 1. So this means that it is 1 o'clock. If I were to move it just one more, now it would be 2 o'clock. And then 3 o'clock, and it goes all the way around the clock to 12 o'clock. Now, the minute hand does move, but our goal right now is to learn how to tell time to the nearest hour. So that means the hour is when the minute hand's on the 12th, and the hour hand is pointing at one of the other numbers on the clock. And whatever number that the shorter hand or the hour hand is pointing at, that's the time it is. So we've seen this clock in our classroom. And there are other types of clocks that we've seen before, and those are called digital clocks. So we can see digital clocks on like little clocks that we have in our bedrooms, or another place that we can see digital clocks is on a cell phone. So if you look at your mom's phone or your iPad or your computer even will have it at the top, it looks like this. You see the hour hand? Well, instead of the hour hand, we just see the number. And here it says 12. And then it says we have 59 minutes, which means in 1 minute, it's going to say 1 o'clock. And when it says 1 o'clock, there'll be 1. And then there will be 2. There we go. There's a 1. And then we have the 2 zeros. And that means it's 1 o'clock. So 1 o'clock looks like that on a digital clock. And it looks like this on the analog clock. So today what you're going to be doing is you are going to look at clocks on your paper. And I printed you some of these clocks that you can also look at and use. So we're going to practice a few. So I have my blue hand, and that is my minute hand. So when you do this, I want you to use blue and red, because that's how I help myself to remember the difference, and that's how it can help you. So on your paper, the minute hand is going to be black, but for the hour hand, you can use a different color. That's perfectly fine. So what we're going to do is see that the minute hand's really long, and I have it pointing to 12. So I wanted to say, what time do we pack up? So during a normal day, the time that we pack up is 2 o'clock. So I'm looking at my clock, and I see, okay, there's the 2. And I'm going to draw my hour hand to the 2. Turn it to draw. I'm sorry, it's sliding. There we go. So I take my pen or my pencil, and I draw a little hand, and then I put an arrow so I know it's pointing to the 2. And then whenever I write it, I'm going to write 2 o'clock. So this clock, I want to match this clock, so I'm going to write 2 o'clock. So on your paper, there we go. So on your paper, you are going to be doing the same thing, except yours, they will have the hour hand in, the minute hand in black. So you can pick a different color to write your hour hand in. Oh my goodness, Mrs. Carmody's confusing herself right now. All right, let me know if you need any help. Talk to you soon.